My name is Duddy, set up builds and stuff, and today I want to talk to you about an underrated exotic, the Secant Filaments. I find these extremely underrated, but they are exceptional. Secant Filaments, casting an empowering rift will grant you devour. Damage dealt by you and your allies from within your empowering rift will disrupt them. Before I get into that, it has actually got like a little secret to this exotic as well, a little trick. If you just watch my devour on that bottom left, 22 seconds, that's actually 23 seconds. But you get a devour for an extended period of time with this exotic as long as you run Echo of Persistence. When you don't run these boots, you only get 15 seconds of devour, but with these boots, it instantly puts you up to 22 seconds of devour. Get a couple of kills and you can just easily extend that, so you can pretty much have an infinite devour with this. Now I'll just show you some weapons that work really nicely with this. The new exotic, the buried bloodline, the exotic sidearm works really nicely with this one. It's a void sidearm, violent reanimation, multiple final blows with this weapon grant devour to the wielder. But the catalyst is what makes this tick with the Secant Filaments, because while devour is active, this weapon weakens on hit. So you don't have to actually proc the catalyst via getting kills, you just have to put your rift down with your Secant Filaments. That gives you instant devour. So it basically gives you instant weakening, 15% with the sidearm, which is really nice, quirky little synergy. I love things like this. So not only are you getting 22 seconds of devour, you've also pretty much got infinite weakening on the sidearm, and it reduces the requirement of you having to get kills with this sidearm to get your devour active. Just simply pop your rift down, and again it's an empowering rift, so you get extra damage as well, plus the weakening effect. Really good. Now the more obvious sort of trait of the Secant Filaments is the overload part of it as well. So as we know with the sidearm, like anti-barrier sidearms aren't that good, but just having overload sidearms, just untick your piercing sidearm and you can have overload on your sidearms as well, plus the weakening that we've already talked about, plus the devour. You've got infinite devour, infinite disruption, infinite overload. Really good. And then on top of that, you can add your child of the old gods to that equation as well. Now another weapon I really like to run with these boots is Touch of Malice. This is an absolutely crazy weapon with the devour active, but again, simple. Put your rift down and you're giving a scout rifle that doesn't have overload, you're instantly giving it overload, so it's really good. And Touch of Malice, again, if you pair it up with something like Child of the Old Gods, you've literally got instant overload with this weapon. Really good. Now why I like to use it with this weapon, it got changed, the charge with Blight, the exotic trait. It does like a darkness blast, like a big taken blast. This actually causes unstoppable capabilities as well. So with the Touch of Malice, with Secant Filaments, you can get unstoppable and overload by putting your rift down. So I found it extremely helpful, this scout rifle and Secant Filaments. Not only that, the buried bloodline exotic as well is just like a really good set of weapons to run with this. There is some other weapons that work pretty nicely with this as well. I'm not going to go into all of them, but buried bloodline, Touch of Malice, to literally give you and your teammates loads and loads of anti-champion capabilities, works really well. A couple of fragments to pair with both sort of things, both setups is Echo of Undermining. Your void grenades weaken targets just for more weakening. Echo of Persistence, which we've touched on, that extends your devour. Really good. Echo of Starvation, picking up a void breach or an overpower grants devour. That with a Secant Filaments, you've literally got infinite devour forever. Echo of Harvest, defeating weakened targets creates an orb of power and a void breach, which obviously works really nicely with all the weakening effects with a buried bloodline and all your void grenades and everything like that. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.